What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sevon, 2-7Sevon on all social media platforms, and you're tuned into I'll Grab the Wine. I'll Grab the Wine is a show for the girls and the gals who sometimes need a little wine to say what's on their mind. Here's what it looks like when you celebrate and empower the experience of Black womanhood. Duplicated but never replicated, this is I'll Grab the Wine. Before we get to sipping, before you even put that glass to your lips, okay, make sure you click that subscribe button. Thumbs up this content, okay? That lets me know that y'all like what I got going on. Y'all like what I got going on over here, okay? And hello to all my streaming platforms. Be sure to download this and rate the podcast as well, okay? All right, so when I was in like elementary school, I was singing songs, baby, singing songs that I probably had no business singing. And like, if I wasn't singing songs that I had no business singing, I was singing songs that I really just like, I really didn't even know the meaning, okay? And now that I'm older, I really just understand songs and music different. So this episode is called Songs of My Youth. Hi, Bookie. Real quick, I hope you're enjoying the show. I just wanted to tell you about this awesome organization called For the Girls Social. For the Girls is a social club in the DFW committed to Black women who commit to everyone but themselves. They aim to provide leisure for women who have to pencil in every detail of their life. I am so proud to be part of this community that supports Black women. Our goal is to experience, empower, and entertain, but in Black. To learn more about this organization, please visit www.forthegirlssocial.com. Now back to the show. So when I was a kid, I had no idea what the hell dirty macking was. And I don't even think I really knew what that term was until freaking I got on Twitter and like looked at this whole discourse of like dirty macking. But now that I understand what dirty macking is, it is crazy how the songs of my youth really dealt with dirty macking. Okay, so I think like one of my top dirty macking songs is, well, these are my top three, let me be honest. So my top three dirty macking songs, coming in at number 3, is Boyfriend Number 2 by Pleasure P. Okay, first of all, let me lead with, I actually love a good dirty mac. Talk about that nigga, because he ain't good to me. Remind me why the hell I'm even with this nigga. Like, yeah, tell me what you got. Like, so Boyfriend Number 3 is definitely, Boyfriend Number 2 is definitely coming in at number 3. Let me tell you what this man said. He says, I'm boyfriend number 2. I don't fuss. I don't fight. I don't argue. Second place always got a whole lot to prove. So whenever you feel in the mood, just call boyfriend number 2. Let me tell you something. I'll be honest. As a single Black woman in America, okay, there's some truth to this one. There is a little bit of truth to this one. Cause, ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. When these men get to acting up, don't y'all call that little trusty dusty? That little trusty dusty that help you remember, like, you still that girl. Like, the one you know you can call to make you remember that you still that girl and you really don't have to put up with this. I feel like if I'm the only one, then just say that. But I don't feel like I'm the only one that know about that boyfriend number 2. Like, you don't call him all the time. You really only call on him when you nigga acting up. And you need a reminder of who you are. I'm not going to say I am still that girl, but I will say I do know a time. Which is why Boyfriend Number 2 comes in at number 3. Okay, coming in flaming hot at number 2 for me is Your Man Ain't Me by Chris Brown. Okay, let's read the lyrics. I bet he didn't count on no nigga like me coming round, giving you things to think about, cause I know what's up. Since he ain't trying to step him up, don't you think you should give him up? Cause he ain't worth your love. You need to stop tripping. I know you got a man, But girl, he tripping. I could see myself getting in where I fit in. I want you to see just how much your man ain't me, cause he ain't fly. He don't even drive. Cause when you want to sneak out in the middle of the night, baby, I'm your guy. I'ma do it. Since he ain't being all he could be, baby, please. Your man ain't me. That right there. I was singing the hell out of that song when I was in like middle school? I think it was in like middle school. I was singing that song like I was gonna have Chris Brown myself. Like, I knew that the little boys that I was dealing with had nothing on Chris Brown. Do you feel me? I just knew Chris Brown was gonna come and save me from these lame ass little bitty niggas. Like, I loved that song. I still love that song because this man said he gonna be. Since he ain't being all he could be. Baby, I loves me a good Dirty Mac song. Had no idea that he was Dirty Macing the whole time. But, baby, love that. And coming in at number one for me, and I will stand on this, I will scream until I'm blue in the face that this is the number one Dirty Macing song. And I love Joe. He is a very honorable mention, okay, for all of the Dirty Macing songs that he put out. Even LL Cool J, knowing full well that was Tupac's woman. And then on top of that, I'm not even gonna hold you, the Dream being a GOAT, okay? Talking about Nivea and I Love Your Girl, shooting shots at Lil Wayne in his prime. All of those bomb songs still do not touch I Should Be by Drew Hill. They don't touch it. I love that song. Y'all don't think that right there, that's a Dirty Mac, and I love that. Let's read. I'm gonna do the whole verse and the chorus. Okay, let's read this. Girl, I know he ain't taking care of you. I see it in your face. And I know that's not the man you really want. You know. So if you see me talking, just come and see me. I'm a better man anyway. Lies and deceit. I know you feel this way with your man. 'Cause within, all I see is crying. I should be your boyfriend. 'Cause you know he lying. It might seem like I'm hating, but I'm just relating. Step one, walk through that door. Step two, tell him he ain't like he was before. You don't love him anymore. Step three, come to me. Step four, I love you more. And you see what love should be. But there's more steps to complete. Baby, do what that man said. Step one, walk through that door. Listen, I was singing this song with my entire chest when I was in middle school. When I was like, you know, because like when you're in middle school, you go back and listen to the old songs, and like this was older than me. Not too much, but it was older than me. And so I would listen to the song and sing it with my chest, not even knowing this is a Dirty Mac. I'm thinking he's singing about being in love. Baby, this man ain't singing about being in love with his woman. He's singing about being in love with a woman that got a man. Dirty Mac. And I absolutely, positively beg for me like this. If you gonna beg for me this way. Okay? Give me the steps in which I need to take to be your woman. To get rid of this zero and get with a hero. You feel me? I love this song. Songs of my youth. You know, since even talking about middle school, because I would sing the song in middle school. I'm talking about like with my chest. I think I burned this on a CD before. Like, and if you don't know what burning is, if you don't know what LimeWire is, baby, this might not even be the show for you. Because the girls that know, they know. But, you know, I remember having like a little boo in middle school. And like having a song every 2 weeks because, you know, I was Miss Switch that. You know, I'm just playing. But, you know, just when that little puppy love, you always had a new little boyfriend or whatever. And every 2 weeks I had a different song for like my little boo or whatever. And so I don't remember all of them, but the ones that I do remember, I do truly remember. And honestly, until the end of time, Beyonce and Justin Timberlake. I remember when I first heard that song on the radio. I was in the car with my cousin, and we were driving home from a small town in Texas called Gilmer. And we were coming from Gilmer to Austin. And this is like almost a 4-hour drive, you guys. And we hear this song on the radio, and I'm like, oh my God, like I've never heard this song before. It's just now hitting the, you know, the radio. And I'm like, Beyonce is singing. And she was like, who is that with Beyonce? I said, I swear, I think that's Justin Timberlake. And she was like, no way. And when we got home, we typed in on a computer because, again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're a little too young for the show. We did not have cell phones that had internet on them that you could go and search. Like the computer in your hand, we didn't have that. We had the computer on the desk in a big ass box. That's what we had. So we rushed home to the one and only computer we had in our house, and we typed in until the end of time because they just kept saying that. And so we was like, that's got to be the name. So we typed in until the end of time. And we saw, of course, that it was Justin Timberlake there. And baby, when I tell you, I had a little boyfriend at that time. I never forget who it was. And I was like, I called him when I got home because he wanted me to call him when I made it home. So I called him when I made it home. I called him and I told him, I said, babe, I just heard this song and it made me think about you. Called him, and this is, you know, this is the times. I called him and I held the phone up to the speaker, the computer speaker. This is for you, boo. Listen, I love that song. A sidebar. Since we're talking about my cousin in the song, me and my cousin used to make up songs all the time. Me and my cousin, my brother. That was like our thing. And I know this is a song of my youth, and I know it's a little off, but I'm gonna get back on. But like, I remember I had to text my cousin because we had made this song that I just knew was a hit, and it was called like when you take a sip of something and you're just like, baby, down. That song. Like, I could always remember her verse, but I couldn't remember mine, which is so crazy because we both wrote the song. But yeah, the only person's verse that I can remember was hers. So I could tell y'all the chorus. The chorus was, we get it crunk, we get it live, we get it hype in this party, show you ride. We hit it dance slow and everybody know we better tear this thing up. This is how it go. We get it crunk, we get it live, we get it hype in this party, show you ride. Like that right there. Tell me that's not a hit. Tell me that's not a 10-year-old hit. Was. I know the 10-year-olds now, they rap a little different, but back then, that was a 10-year-old hit. Baby, I just remember like the little breakdown, the little bridge that we had. We was like, you know how we do it when we step up in the party. We might not be a group, but we still two hotties, young and sophisticated, doing it big. Checking out my hair while I'm doing the jig, cause when we spit it, how we spit it, we get it crunk, we get it live, we get it hype in this party, show you right. This is Tiff and KB, baby. See, that's a little too much, cause y'all don't even know. But yeah, songs of my youth. That was a song of my youth. I will never forget that song. I'll never forget what we was doing when we wrote that. I love that song. But back to the regular scheduled program. Until the end of time. Oh my God, I love that song. Like, and so going back to this day. So I get home, I play this song for this boy. Baby, this for you. And he was like, oh my God, that's so crazy, cause I have a song for you. And no, this wasn't the same thing. This was like years later. It's the same boy. I guess that's why I'm confused. It's the same boy. So years later, I'm talking to this boy, and same boy, and we try again because, in middle school it wasn't real, so we tried again in high school. And at that time, There Goes My Baby was out. Okay, so he was like, baby, I just heard this song and it made me think about you because you're just so beautiful to me, and I just love everything that you do. And like now, because we older, I'm like, oh yeah, he know it's T, he like me, he really like me, and I really like him. I'ma be his wifey, baby, please. But and if you know that one, we can hang out. If you know what I'm talking about, we can hang out. But no. So he goes and he calls and he's like, yes, I think about you. We were in love, because I was like, oh my God, this man chose a Usher song for me. I was in love with Usher. I'm still in love with Usher. And sidebar, if that man did to me what he did to Keke Palmer, my man just gonna have to be mad because I'm folding. Call me lawn chair because I'm folding. And that's that. But so yeah, he dedicated that to me, and I just thought that was the sweetest thing. Another song that I really just think about, like when I think about my youth and I think about like love songs, Shorty Like Mine was my ringtone. I loved Bow Wow and Chris Brown. Only thing that pick me up when I'm feeling down. I don't know about you, but I gotta keep my eyes around, cause I done looked, I done searched, and it's hard to find another shorty like mine. Baby, yes, I'm addicted to how we kick it, and everything you say to me. Never knew that could be so wicked. Hoping that you stay with me. It's around the world, but you will never find another shorty like mine. Shorty like mine. You got a girl, but she ain't nothing like mine. Cute face, nice smile like mine. Yeah. I want a man currently, right now, I want a man to talk about me like that. I want a man that talk about me like that. Like, yes, you have a bad bitch, but she couldn't hold a candle to mine. She couldn't hold a candle to my girl. Talk about me like that. Okay. Bow Wow did something with that. Bow Wow did something with that. And that was my ringtone for like ever. I had a slither. I had that on a pink slither. That was my ringtone. A slither was what you got if you didn't have money for a razor. I got a slither. And if you don't know what a razor is, look back. This might not be the podcast for you. I'm a little too old. But yeah, I loved that song. And oh my God, y'all. This is my sidebar. I know I had a lot of sidebars on this one, but I love. And y'all, so I remember, just because it's on the same path as love, it's a sidebar, but very much on track. So I had like this guy that I was talking to in high school, and he reminded me of like this guy that I dated in middle school so bad. When I say so bad, like the way they looked, the way they walked, the way they talked, like they were so similar. And I could not get over it. Like, I don't know why, but I just couldn't shake it. Now, that man was fine to me. Please don't get me wrong. And he was very sweet, but he just reminded me too bad of the dude that I had left in middle school. And so now we to iPhones now I got an iPhone or what the hell ever. And so I sent him the lyrics to You Remind Me. I don't know if I sent him the lyrics or if I sent him the song. I don't remember what I did, but I said, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you no more because you remind me of this guy that I once knew. I see him whenever I look at you. Like, literally sent him those lyrics, and I think I sent him the link or the song or something like that. I know I did one of those two. villain. But I did sing it. I did send it because, damn man, it was uncanny. And I couldn't be around it. I'm a menace. But we know this. But, you know, I just remember driving in my car to like all of these songs in high school. Now I'm in high school at this point. You know, that gets me to high school. You know, great transition. I guess it wasn't a sidebar. Very great transition. This gets me to high school. So now I'm in high school. And all of these songs that I was listening to in my youth, I can now, you know, pop them in my little car or whatever, you know. So I'm driving in my car, listening to all these songs of my youth. And I guess I didn't really know what heartbreak was. But I could kind of relate a little bit more. And so now I'm thinking about, you know, just heartbreak and a man not showing up for me. But I'm still in high school. I'm singing these songs with my chest, though. Do you hear me? I'm singing these damn songs with my chest. Like, I do know what the fuck heartbreak is. As an adult, I'm almost 28 at this point. And I'm talking about eight the girls up. 28. But I'm almost 28. And, like, that girl who was singing that shit in a car in high school was a trip, because honestly, I remember me and my sister Coco. She's my sister in Christ, but sister nonetheless. We were singing "Heard It All Before" by Sunshine Anderson in my car. Like, these niggas was doing us dirt out here. Do you hear me? Like, they had us fucked up for the last time. We was singing that shit with our heart. Coming home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. Tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some loving, I suggest you go back there where it came from. Listen, we was singing that song. I remember that. Listen, y'all, I had in 2010, I had this 2000 BMW bad bitch. And was it a 2000? I don't remember what the hell it was. It was BMW though, and I thought I was the baddest bitch on the block. But yeah, we was singing that in my damn BMW. I had got down sunroof back, sing the shit out of that song with my sister. And then listen, if that song didn't get me crunk about heartbreak, you know what did? Not about heartbreak, but about relationships. He wasn't man enough for me. He was not man enough for me by Tony Braxton. Let me tell you something. Let me get these lyrics up real quick, because I can't believe that I didn't put these in the notes. Listen. I'm gonna have to sing the first one. Listen, girl, who do you think I am? Don't you know that he was my man? But I chose to let him go. So why do you act like I still care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt when I'm the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't forget, I had him first. What you thinking? Stop blaming me. He wasn't man enough for me. If you don't know, now here's your chance. I've already had your man. Do you wonder just where he's been? Yeah. Not be worried about him. Now it's time you know the truth. I think he just the man for you. Baby, let me tell you something. I was singing the shit out of that song. Baby, let me tell you. Around this time, when I'm singing this damn song with my damn chest, I'm going through it. Because this boy that was like my high school sweetheart, like, we had finally called it quits, and it really hurt my feelings and what have you. But I'm just like, you know what? Like, now I'm feeling myself, because, like, no, we have been together we have been together since I was a freshman. And so we broke up like end of my sophomore year, which really hurt my heart because I really, sidebar, gotta tell you about me. So I wasn't being fast and he really wanted somebody that was fast. I wasn't a fast girl. Like, he wanted to have sex and I was just like, I'm fucking 14 and I play basketball and I have a job. Like, I can't fucking have sex. Like, and my parents would kill me if they found out I was having sex. So I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't want to do that. And like, it was just real. Ugh. And so when we broke up, baby, when I tell y'all that song became my anthem, he wasn't man enough for me. He wasn't. You want to have sex? I'm so much better than that. I'm a good girl. And I play basketball. And I'm a starter on the basketball team. I'm a star. You let go of a star, you're an idiot. Like, that's what I was thinking. That's where that came from. I kid y'all not. And so, like, as an adult, reading those lyrics and just, like, really saying, like, damn. Like, I did mean that back then, but if it's not shit I mean now, it's that. Like, as an adult going through so much more and experiencing so much more, I just value myself a lot more. And yeah, like, you lost the fucking good one, you idiot. He wasn't man enough for me. I love that song. And y'all, okay, so outside of that, I think we're about to have a visitor. Like, okay, so me and my mom, we were around this time. My dad had to move to Dallas because my dad's job moved him to Dallas, and I was a senior in high school and I didn't want to leave my high school. Of course you want to graduate from the high school that you started at. So I was spending a lot of time with my mom and we're getting really close. And so we would listen to Whitney Houston like it was religion. And I just remember the very first time that my mom and I were listening to Whitney in the car, and It's Not Right, But It's Okay came on. And I don't know, like, I had heard that song coming up, but I guess, like, just because me and my mom had been spending more time together, like, we could enjoy things together. So that doom 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 had came on, and my mama, it was like she had gotten her fucking bag. Like, that was her jam that day. And so which kind of, as an adult now, maybe, like, were they having problems? I don't fucking know. But that's none of my goddamn business. But my mom said, Friday, like, no, Whitney said, Friday night, good boys went out to eat. Then they hung out, and you came home around 3. If 6 of y'all went out, then 4 of you were really cheap. 'Cause only 2 of you had dinner. My mom said right then and there, put it together, Whitney. Put it together, Whitney. And baby, when I tell you, that shit had me rolling. Anytime I hear that do 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 do, baby, I be like, put it the fuck together, Whitney. 'Cause that shit, that math ain't motherfucking mathin'. Do you hear me? Do do do. That bass. 'Cause only 2 you had dinner. I found your credit card receipt. It ain't right. Listen, let me tell y'all, that math wasn't mathin' for Whitney, and that shit was the song of my goddamn you. I love that. But I'm still in high school at this point, and I love that memory with my mom so bad. Like, I remember that until I'm old and gray. But I think a song that I was in high school when it came out that is really relative to me right now, or really relative to me in my dating life, is when Drake and Jamie Foxx dropped Fall for Your Type. Let me read Drake's verse and let me explain. This motherfucker said, look, dress hanging off your shoulder, barely sober, telling me how you moving away and starting over. Girl, quit playing, you just drunk, you just saying shit. Are you dance like how? Like ballet and shit? Oh, wait. No, I get it, girl, I'm with it. I've been down this road before, and yeah, I skid it, but forget it. Damn. I wonder why I never learned my lesson. It's feeling like the second chance, and it's the first impression. And I heard it's nothing new except for someone new. But how you supposed to find the one when anyone will come with you. Talking to myself, but I never listen. Cause man, it's been a while and I swear that this one's different. That's why I'm gonna take you anywhere you wanna go. Let you meet my friends so they can lecture me again about how reckless I have been, and I'm slowly running out of all the time that I invested making all the same mistakes, and I'm just trying to correct it, and I fall for your type. Listen. When I say, I literally, when this man says, cause man, it's been a while and I swear that this one's different. It's like, when I be talking to my friends, y'all seen that Keke Palmer, like that that TikTok where Keke Palmer was like, I know him, like I know him. And if I really knew him, I would know that this man would be doing me dirt to where I had to say, I don't know this man. Listen. Oh my God, I melt. I love that song so bad. And that came out like when I was in high school. Like, girl, baby, let me tell you. Oh my God. But as an adult, you just appreciate music more. You appreciate storytelling more. You appreciate that you can connect with stuff. And I think that's why as a youth, I really didn't understand it. But now that I'm older and that's like, Fall for Your Type really resonates with me a lot more, is because I'm older and I get it. And these next few songs are like what I appreciate a lot more. Like, yeah, I heard them in my youth, but I really appreciate them a lot more because they just, like, some of the shit that's in them, it's just like, yeah, like Lil Jackie, The World Should Revolve Around Me. She says, I take it in stride, one day at a time. Let's park there. I take it in stride one day at a time, baby. When I tell you, it's some days that I'm just like, all I can do is like one fucking day at a time. And damn, like that shit just hit me different now that I'm an adult. I take it in stride one day at a time. If I ask no questions, then I'll hear no lies. Even though that's a really silly song, like that's how she starts off. She comes out the gate with, I take it in stride one day at a time. If I ask no questions, I'll hear no lies. Like, quite literally. Like, at this point, it's like sometimes like I don't even want to ask the questions because I feel like I already know the answers to it. And if I've already drawn that conclusion, like, let me not even ask this shit. Let me just fucking take what I need to take and keep fucking going. Like, I'm cool off a lot of shit. And honestly, when I first heard that song, I just thought it was cute because she was like, been in some bad relationships. I don't get back because I'm not equipped. Yes, sirree, I believe. I don't know how the fucking song used to go, but the whole world should revolve around me. I don't know. I don't remember, but that shit is real. That first two lines, I take it in stride one day at a time. If I ask no questions, I hear no lies. Real fucking spill. Okay, cute song, but real shit. And another one that, baby, let me tell you, backstory. So my cousin, the same cousin that I made the song up with, me and my cousin, I love her down, okay? Shout out to my cousin Tiff. But we made up, I remember one Halloween, we were Destiny's Child, Survivor. I'm a survivor. And like, we used to love that song as kids just because we liked Destiny's Child. But now that I'm older, I get it. I fucking get it. Let me tell you what the fuck they said. Thought I would fail without you, but I'm on top. Thought that it'd be over by now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm still gonna be here. I'm a survivor. Let me tell you something. If life hasn't kicked your ass yet, keep living. And when that motherfucking shit get to kicking your ass, you got to remember you a fucking survivor. You a survivor. Whitney say, what? Listen, when I tell you, I listened to that song, I don't know how many times when I was going through my breakup. Like when I was getting through that initial shock of like, this man I've been with for 3 years, in a situation with for 3 years, like, oh my God, we're really over. And I'm on this like upward climb part of like, yeah, I'm putting myself back together. Like, I listened to this song an ungodly amount of times. And when I was a kid, I would listen to it an ungodly amount of time because I'm trying to learn the dance moves. I want to be like Beyonce. I want to be like Kelly, Michelle, blah, blah, blah. I want to have my own group. And just to grow up and know, like, no, like, I'm not listening to the song because I want to be like them. I'm listening to this song because I'm a fucking survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop, bitch. I'm going to work harder. Listen, love that song. And I appreciate it a lot more different now. Just a lot more. I think when I think about personal growth, I don't think I could think about personal growth and think about songs of my youth and not include Times of Wasting by Erykah Badu. She says in the song, Times of Wasting, don't you take your time, young man. Keep on drifting. Ain't no telling where you'll land. No, I'm reading this terribly. Times of wasting. Don't you take your time, young man. Keep on drifting. Ain't no telling where you'll land. Run, baby. Run, run. Where you running to? Who you running from? Some people may not understand what it takes to be a man. Taking full command. Because we're living in a world that's oh so strange. Boy, don't let your focus change. Taking out the demons in your range. Living in a world that's oh so fast. Gotta make your money last. Learn from the past. When I was younger, I was just vibing to it. I was just like, ooh, Erykah's so earthy. She's so beautiful. All of this. Like, I'm just going to learn all the lyrics, blah, blah, blah. But now being an adult and really taking in that you can replace man with woman, like, time's wasting. When I'm not being intentional with my time, with my energy, with my spirit, with my space, with my time is wasting. Don't waste your time. And then that keep on drifting, ain't no telling where you'll land. Like, it's like you're going nowhere fast. Oh my God. And giving somebody else the pen, like, that's what I think of. Like, keep on drifting, ain't no telling where you'll land. And then that run, baby, run, run. Where you running to and who you running from. Like, in this space in my life, I didn't defend myself for a long time. I know this is a sidebar, but like, for a long time, I really didn't stick up for myself. It's really easy for me to stick up for other people, but I wasn't sticking up for myself. And I'm coming in a season of sticking up for myself, standing up for myself, and standing in myself and saying, like, you don't get to treat me that way. And you damn sure don't get to treat me that way without fucking hearing from me first. And so that where you running and who you running from, oh my God, just do something different to me. And then it's like, living in a world that's oh so strange, but don't let your focus change. It's like, as an adult, right, 20 something, trying to get my life together, thinking that I'm on the wrong path because social media is telling me I'm behind, my family is telling me I'm straight, I'm not married, I have a kid, just all of this fucking shit. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just be feeling like I be switching gears just because I'm trying to do the next thing that'll put me on, or that'll get me further to some money or to some shit that's just fucking stupid, instead of focusing on what makes me happy, focusing on the good, focusing on my successes. I feel like sometimes I just spend so much time focusing on the shit that I haven't done, that I don't appreciate the shit that I have done. And so, like, when I say don't let your focus change, like, focus on what's good, focus on what's right, and focus on the next best thing. That's all we can do, is focus on the next best thing for us and not for nobody else. Like, focus on the next best thing for you. You're doing the best you fucking can out here. Damn. And so, living in a world that's oh so fast, gotta make your money last and learn from the past. And like, if you adult and you pay bills, like, shit, you know what the fuck. But I feel like, it's not just like, and I think Erica is like really spiritual, very earthy, you know what I'm saying? And so with her and her spirituality, it makes me go to some of the gospel and just think about like gospel music that I loved because it was cool, but I really wasn't listening to the lyrics. And the first song that comes to mind is Kirk Franklin, If You've Been Delivered. If that title alone doesn't do it for you, literally, it says, if you've been delivered, stand up on your feet and praise the Lord. I don't know about y'all, in 2023, I had some shit go on with me. Do you hear me? I was in such a hard and terrible space for a long time that, like, when God pulled me out of that, when God, hold on one second. I was filming and hold on. I just need it. Thank you, baby. Excuse me. So, like, if the title alone, if you've been delivered, stand up on your feet and praise the Lord. If that don't get you like going, like, I feel like I'm in a different part of my spiritual journey. Like, God has really shown his face in so many situations in my life as an adult where I prayed so hard that I could see his face. And I'm talking about, I'm praying hard, I'm crying, like I'm different, like to the point where, I rededicated myself to the Lord. Like, I had to change because I needed to know that God was there. I needed to know that he had me in his hands. I needed to know that I was kept. And to have like this feeling, like this need to know the Lord, and then him show up in your life and change everything and just take everything that was bad and use it for your good and just rearrange your life, and everything that you thought was bad, he made amazing. Everything you lost, he gave it back to you 10 times over, better than you could have ever imagined it, pressed down, shaken up, and pouring over. Okay, talking about when God shows up in your life exceedingly and abundantly above anything you could ever ask or imagine. If you've been delivered, stand up on your feet and praise the Lord. And when I tell you, I have a testimony to where I just know that God just stood up in my life. I got to stand up and praise. And honestly, that song just feels so different now. So different now that I'm an adult. And another one that's like a really close second when I talk about like spirituality is like Victory by Yolanda Adams. When she starts out that song with, truly I've been through the storm and rain. I know everything about heartache and pain. I've been through some stuff, y'all. And God is so good. I don't look like what I've been through. I'm telling y'all, from seeing 2 lines on that pregnancy test after the first time I ever had sex in my entire existence with a man that, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I had known just under a year. Like, it's like I had been through a lot. Even our relationship was so rocky when the baby got here. Like, even to this day, I have been through it. I was going to give up on myself so many times. I've been sexually assaulted. Not once, but twice. Like, it has been something for me. My testimony is something. finding love, losing hope, giving up on myself, finding myself, redefining myself. Like, I have been through the storm and rain. I know everything about heartache and pain, but God carried me through it all. And without his protection, I'd truly fall. Listen, I feel God. I feel the Spirit of God. I feel the presence of the Lord. And I don't know if y'all can hear that. My son is laughing. But I just really feel the presence of the Lord. And it's just an amazing feeling to know that God really has kept me. I gotta close this door, sorry. It's just really amazing to know that God has really kept me through this all. When she said, I've been broke without a dime to my name, but all my bills got paid because I called on Jesus' name. I will never forget my lowest of lows in my adult years after I had my baby. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing. I was broke. And I think what's worse than when you're broke is when you're broke and broken. You trying to find money and yourself at the same time. Oh my God, it's exhausting. I've been broke without a dime to my name, but all my bills got paid because I called on Jesus' name. You can't tell me that God isn't real. God showed up and showed out in my life. And I'm just so thankful. I'm nothing but thankful. Even to be sitting here talking to you all right now. You know how many times I wanted to give up on the show, but God just keeps putting it on my heart to not give up. Which brings me to the next song, Yolanda Adams, Victory. That really pulled me through some stuff, especially like that broke part. I think a sidebar for that one is It Could Have Been Me, Kurt Franklin. Like, it could have been me without no clothes, no shoes, and no food to eat. Yeah. It could have been me. Like, just thinking about that whole song and really like reflecting, like everything that I'm complaining about, everything that I'm sad about, God has truly delivered me. And it could be a lot worse. So it really could have been me. And I'm just so thankful for God. I'm so thankful for God. I think another song that just really, like, I guess I'll close with this as far as the gospel spiritual one is like, You Keep On Looking Out For Me. Every time I look back and every time I think back on all the stuff I've been through, I prayed through, I cried through, and then I tried you. Listen. I've been through, I prayed through, I cried through, and then I tried you. I can't begin to explain some of the stuff that I've been through. And I was just praying, like I just told y'all, like I was like, to be on your knees and just praying and just saying, God, please show your face, but not being actionable about it. Be real. I wasn't being actionable. I was praying, doing all of this praying, but still doing the same stupid stuff. And then I prayed and I was like, God, let me let this go. I think that's the first step, Lord. Like, let me let this go. I've been through, I prayed through, I cried through. You know how hard it is to let go of something that doesn't serve you, but you're just in your mind, you just want to keep holding on to it. Been through, prayed through, cried through, then I tried you. I'm talking about I surrendered it to the Lord. Gave it up. Said, here you go. Can't take no more, this yours. Like, I think that second verse, remember when the money was getting low, you're hurting, now you feeling low. Like, I just remember that time. You know what I'm saying? I remember those times when I was just, just hurting bad. But you keep on looking out for me. I don't know how to sing. I'm not supposed to be, but like, You keep on looking out for me, and I'm just so thankful to God, because he really has. He's had his hand on me. And if you can't see it, if you can't see God's fingerprints on me, like, put on your good glasses, because baby, God has kept me. I am somebody that God has kept. I am a living witness, and I will scream to the hilltops the goodness of God. Do you hear me? God has been way too good to me to not talk about his goodness. Oh, glory to God. I will say, when you're on your healing journey, right? Like, get into my gospel bag really helped me to get on my healing journey, because, if we're being transparent, like, it's not easy to heal. Like I said before, I think it's so easy for us to hold on to hurt because it's familiar. It's very familiar. And I was holding on to hurt so tight that it was just hurting me even more to hold on to it. But as I was going through therapy, I realized that I just needed to let go and let God. And as I'm going through therapy, I don't know why. I guess I was just listening to like Apple, like, how you play something on Apple and then more stuff start playing, or Apple Shuffle or whatever. So then all of a sudden, I'm, in this different space, and I'm moving and I'm changing my mind or whatever. And I'm listening to Solange a little bit more, and I just got random playlists going on at this point in my life. All I had to say, Fantasia Baby Mama pops up. And I don't know why I didn't remember this song. And I don't know why, like, when I heard that song as a baby mama, baby, let me tell you something. I remember I was on my way to school, and this song came on, and I just started boo-hoo crying. I'm talking about weeping, because, listen to this. I see you get that support check in the mail. You open it up and you like, what the hell? You say, this ain't even half of daycare. Saying to yourself, this shit ain't fair. And to my girls who don't get no help, who got to do everything by yourself, remember, what don't kill you can only make you stronger. My baby mama. Let me tell you something. That shit had me crying hard. Listen, I don't even get a child support check, but I could imagine, like, and I think that's what made me cry even harder, is because I don't get the check. It's just like, you see you get that support check in the mail, open it up, you're like, what the hell? This ain't even half a daycare. It's this part. Like, literally, if you a baby mama, it was that saying to yourself, this shit ain't fair. Like, I'm saying to myself, like, I guess, like, in that part, I'm finna cry. That's crazy. But, like, at that part of my journey, I was just like, damn, this ain't fair. And it's not like I asked for it or anything like that. I never asked to be a baby mama. I really wanted to, like, honestly, I really thought I would be a cool aunt, but I got a kid, and it's amazing. And, I'm happy. I'm so happy. But there was a time where I would look and say, this shit just not fair. This isn't fair. It's not fair. And I'm just glad that God has delivered me from that. But there are times that I still think about that. And I think that's normal. And I think that's natural. Like, it's normal and natural that I still think, like, sometimes, like, this shit is not fair. And, I'm healing. I'm on a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a fucking sprint. Healing, it happens every single day. So when I heard that really just made me say, yeah, wow. And I'm so thankful for that. Like, when you're younger, you just singing B-A-B-Y-M-A-M-A. But no, like, this go out to all my baby mamas. I got love for every single baby mama. And that's why, shameless plug, I created For the Girls. We need each other. Women need each other, and especially women that have children that are doing it on their own and they're doing the best they can. We need to support each other. We need to be there for each other. And I just believe that wholeheartedly. And as Black women, we need community. We need sisterhood. We need each other. And so that's why I created For the Girls in the first place. And golly, like that song in that moment, it just really helped me realize like I'm really walking in my purpose, y'all. God is good. Glory to God. I'm gonna wrap up with this one though. So, because that was all really heavy, I'll be honest with you. But I'm gonna wrap up with this one. And it's Drake. Drake is my boo, my babe. And I remember I was out with my homegirl Shandi. Absolutely love Shandi down. Shout out to Shandi. We were, it was her birthday. And it was like a Drake night or something like that. I remember. And I was like, they were playing Nothing But Drake, and this song came on, and I was like, yo, this the one. Not a two, this the one. Listen. And what's up with these new niggas? And why they think it all comes so easy? Huh? But get it while you here, boy. Because all that hype don't feel the same next year, boy. Yeah. And I'll be right here in my spot with a little more cash than I already got, tripping on you because you had your shot with my skin tan, my hair long, my fans who been so patient, me and 40 back to work, but we still smell like a vacation. Hate the rumors, hate the bullshit, hate the fucking allegations. I'm feeling like the throne is for the taking. Now watch me take it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I'm coming for next. You know, I did have to change my intro. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I did change my intro. Duplicated but never replicated. Because, you know, there's been a few dupes. They try, like, you know, the big girls, they look at the little girls, the big creators, they come and look at the little creators and they go come steal from them. You know, duplicated but never replicated. And I'm going to talk my shit because I'm that girl, you know? And I'm going to still be that girl, no matter how much you steal from me. I'm still that girl. I hate the rumors, hate the bullshit, hate the fucking allegations. But I just feel like the throne is for the taking. Now, watch me take this shit. I'm turning y'all bitches up. If y'all thought I was a problem then, I'm really finna be a problem now. Y'all know I love the girls. You know I am for the girls. I'm for the girls. But the bitches, I'm on y'all neck. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation. What's the song that y'all use? You know, what's the song y'all used to jam to that, you know, you really didn't know the meaning, and now you know, and you just like, ooh wee? Or what's the song that, like, you know, when you was a kid, you really didn't understand, and like now that you understand it, you just like, yes, like I feel that completely. You know what I'm saying? Write that in the comments because I really want to know. I'm in your business because y'all been in my business. So yeah. But now we are to the wind down. So check this out. Welcome back to the Wind Down, where we are still sipping on our Stella Rosa Moscato d'Asti. This week, we'll be making a cocktail, and here's all the ingredients you'll need. We'll start off with the Simply Cranberry Cocktail Juice, Pineapple Orange Juice. Orange juice is optional, Stella Rosa is mandatory, and a fruit to garnish your drink with. Starting off with the cranberry juice, this is all on vibes, you guys. I'm not going to tell you how much juice to add or not add, but this is definitely how much I use, definitely out here on vibes. The orange juice was actually optional, I will say. And then we topped off this drink mixture, of course, with the Stella Rosa Moscato d'Asti. I know some people are weird about adding ice to a wine drink, but baby, add that ice. Add that strawberry, and enjoy your nice little cranberry cocktail. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time on The Wind Down. We are to let that shit go, and let that shit go is the part of the show where we let go of something that no longer serves us. I know that you all cannot share with me personally on this show, but I really hope that you write it down in the comments and let me know what you're letting go of this episode. I will say, for me, I am letting go of the responsibility of other people. And what do I mean by that? like, I'm not gonna not be empathic, because that's what you like. I feel like empathy is really important. But I'm not in charge of how you control your emotions. If you can't control your emotions, like, that's not my responsibility. How I respond afterwards is, I am reciprocating at this point. I'm not going to meet you at your level, because that's not who I am. But I am definitely reciprocating. There will be some pushback. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Okay, so I'm not responsible for your emotions. I may contribute to your emotions, positively or negatively, but I'm not responsible. And whatever you do with your emotions, however they come out, please believe there will be some reciprocity in these relationships. So that's what I'm letting go of this week. And if we let that shit go, then we have to drink to that. And our drink to that is the part of the show where we raise our glasses to being the most audacious women the planet has seen. As you reflect on what you're raising your glass to, I'd like to share something that I'm celebrating this week. I am celebrating being intentional. I'm very intentional with the show before. Whereas like before, I would allow other people, like even guests. Like, I know that y'all see that I've eliminated the guest part, but I had to eliminate guests to really get to the root of it. Like, I want to be intentional. I don't want to have to cancel a show because a guest didn't show up or a guest couldn't do it. Like, I want to be intentional. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I am celebrating that I am being extremely intentional this year, especially with this show, because you guys don't deserve for me to come in, come out, come in, come out. Like, y'all have supported me this long. Like, and I'm just so thankful. So cheers to being intentional. I am wishing you more celebratory moments, peace, and prosperity. Again, my name is Sevon, 2-7Sevon on all social media platforms. Cheers to womanhood, motherhood, and every hood in between. Until next time, I'll grab the wine.